Hello there and welcome to a brand new video. Let's have Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. Now in this lesson, we are looking at token currency in mathematical modeling. Token currency in mathematical modeling. The whole idea of this is how you can use tokens, which we are using to represent real money or legal tender, to express huge sums of money, you see. And with this, what I have here are tokens. So if you are talking of a CD, then this here is 1 CD, you see. Then this here is 2 CD. If it is dollar, you can say it is your $2. Okay. If this becomes a 5 CDs, this is 10 CDs, this is 20, 50, 100 CDs, and then 200 CDs. Okay. So without much ado, let's quickly look at how we can use the modeling we've learned in our previous lessons to express sums of money in tokens. A trader redrew 1,865 CDs. And we have to model this amount using token currencies below. So we are using the 5 CDs, the 10 CDs, the 20 CDs, 50, 100, and then 200. You see, another way this question can be asked is the trader actually went to an ATM machine, you see, and then he or she issued to withdraw this amount of money. So how many 200 CDs, how many 100 or 50 or what have you can the trader receive? Better still, the trader might have gone to the bank, you see, and then approaches any of the tellers. So how many of these notes can be issued to the trader so that the trader's total withdrawal is going to be 1,865? Let's look at how we approach this type of question. Now, there are so many ways you can express this, all right? So first of all, one simple method we can use is, let's try as much as possible to express this number as what its expanded form. So in its expanded form, I simply means for 1,864, I can rewrite it as 1,000 plus 800 plus 60 and then plus your 5. Okay. Then now we just come to our token here. We can use our 200 to represent the 1,000 CDs. You see, and how many 200 do we need to get 1,000 CDs? So we can have 5 of 200 gives us 1,000 CDs. So I'll just come and put that over here. Let me take the 200 CDs and then come and then put that here. Now, if I copy and put it here, I need 5 of them. So there is 2, and then 3, 4, and then our last one, which is 5. So if the teller or the ATM machine issues 5 of the 200 CDs, that is 1,000 CDs. You see, that is 1,000. Then we now need 800. 800. So for the 800 also, how best can it be issued? You see, so let me just put that here. How best can the 800 be issued? Remember, we are being asked to model using these tokens over here. So you have to make sure by the end of all that you have done, we would see 5 CDs in there. There is 10 CDs, there's 20 CDs, there's 200, 100, and then 50. So for my 800, all I'm going to do is what? To pick my 100 CDs and get 8 of it. You see, so this here is my 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, so this here is my 8. That will represent my 800 CDs. It is important we put our currency here as well so that we know what we are doing. Okay, so we are done with the 800 CDs. So with the 800 CDs done, we now need what? The 60 CDs. So for the 60 also, we can just use a 50 cedis, and then a 10 cedis. You see that? So this is our 60 cedis. And finally, we need our 5 cedis. So with that, we can get our 5 cedis over here. Now, after this, the question here is, do we have all the currencies we were asked to use? There is a 5 cedis. Yes, there is over here. There is also a 10 cedis. There is one over here. We do not have the 20 cedis. We don't have it here. 50 cedis is present. 100 cedis is present in abundance. And then 200 cedis also present in abundance. So now that we have this, we need to make sure there is a 50. You see, there is a 20. And there are so many ways. So you can take any of those that have multiple occurrence and then change it for a 20 cedis. You see, so we can choose to pick one of the 100 cedis this year. I just pick one of them because we know 100 cedis would then be what? 5 of the 20 cedis, as you see over here. So 100 cedis is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 20 cedis. So then, instead of my 100 cedis being here, instead of it being here, I'm going to substitute it for what? This, which also represents 100 cedis. And then just bring it here. So I can delete this. This means that if we add all these sums of money, we are going to get what? The desired amount that the trader wanted to withdraw. Now, you can stop here and then write and say that it simply means that a huge sum of money, which was 1,865, you see, how did we model it? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had 5 of the 200 cedis. So 5 of the 200 cedis plus how many of the 10s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of the 100 cedis. Then plus 1 of the 50 cedis. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 20 cedis. Plus a 10 cedi. And then plus a 5 cedi as well. And you are good to go. Now, this being the correct answer doesn't necessarily mean this is the only correct answer. Let's see what I mean by that. So with this amount of money we have over here, I would copy and then put that here as well. So we have it here. There can be so many manipulations. You see, there can be so many manipulations. So someone could decide that, well, I need more of the 50 cedis. You see, now we know that one of the 100 cedis is simply what? 2 of this, 2 of the 50 cedis. So instead of this 100 cedis, which was here, we would quickly delete it and then substitute it. You see, so with this now, we have gotten more of the what? Of the 50 cedis. And it is correct. So this time around, the number of 100 cedis has reduced by 1. So this one would have become 6, whilst 50 has increased by 2. And that is also correct. Someone would have also said, well, I don't need so many 200 cedis because if I go to town, I wouldn't get change. So pick out 200 cedis and then give me, let's say, 4 of the 50 cedis. So I come here, and then since I know 4 of these gives me the 200, then instead of using this, my 200 cedis here, no, I'm just going to delete it and then substitute it with what? 50 cedis. You see, so you can increase and then decrease any of the tokens, but it always make sure you are adding the same amount as you are taking away, so that the money doesn't end up increasing or reducing. You see, so basically all we are talking about here is how to what? Write up tokens, how to do what? Use money or token currencies in mathematical modeling. Now, with respect to this lesson, we consider just a CD, 2 CDs, 50, 5 CDs, 10, and then 20, and also 50 CDs. Not forgetting 100 and then 200 CDs. You see, and per our question, we're given what? 1,865. And we want to express it in tokens of what? 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, and then 200. Now, there are so many ways you can do it, as we have seen, based on your understanding. But you always have to make sure at the end of the day, then sum of all the tokens will be equal to your required amount. One easy way you can start off is by writing your number in its expanded form. And from there, you start what? Tokenizing it. And you just make sure the sum of it all gives you your required amount. So as usual, I'll leave you with an exercise you can try just to test your understanding. So here you have the question. There are just about 5 of them. You have to model the following amounts using 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, and then 200 CD notes. Just 5 questions. If there's anything you don't understand, you can always let me know at the comment section, and I'll address that when I see it. This is how Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. If this is your first time, you can always choose to subscribe if you so do wish, so that anytime I release a video, you'll be notified as well. See you in our next session where we look at skip counting. Bye for now.